So, see what? Resumed Chris, stepping into the empty elevator behind the senator, his exasperation increasing by the second. I saw nothing. Exactly. I don't get it. It was a nothing event. Yet they were all there. Who were? Chris asked, confused, pressing the elevator button to the 7th floor. His senior staff, replied Senator Clark, as the doors closed with a swish. They were all there. For what? Scent on the hill? Please. A routine publicity stunt? A perfume-smelling freebie? There's a zillion things for them to be doing here in the inner sanctum of our nation's most important political institution other than that. Even during the quietest of times. We were there too. We were there for a reason. Maybe they were there for that reason also. Exactly my point. Chris looked blankly at Clark. I don't get it, he said finally. They were there to see us. Why? To find out if we know anything. About what? About what they know. But we don't know. Exactly. That's why it was good for us to be there. But we still don't know anything. But they don't know that. Chris fell back against the wall of the elevator, trying to make sense of the riddle. Let me get this right, boss. We don't know what they know, but they don't know that we don't know. Almost. Almost? Chris almost yelped with frustration. You gotta help me out here, boss. You're driving me nuts. Senator Clark liked Chris. He was loyal and hardworking, his biggest strength being an insatiable hunger for detail, a gift that had helped him master the intricate labyrinths of Capitol Hill. Dealing with Washington's endless rules and regulations, the overwhelming minutiae of legislative reform had caused many a politician before him to falter on the verge of greatness, especially those lacking an able public affairs assistant. It wasn't the first time walking these hallowed halls that Senator Clark had felt himself caught in a time lock. Not a member of the world's leading ultra-modern democracy, but in some anachronistic institution, a throwback to the regal courts of an early 17th century France. But there was a downside to his assistant's gift for detail. Chris sometimes ended up missing the big picture. And while this could drive Clark mad, the senator had learned that anger was a last resort, not a first choice solution, and usually led to even greater confusion in the mind of his young protege. He smiled paternally. They think we might know, he said gently. That's why they think we were there. Know what? I don't know. But if you don't know, and I don't know, how does that help us? Chris looked even more bewildered. Because we can pretend we do. Huh? Then they'll get nervous. The senator smiled confidently. Then they'll make a mistake. Chris looked at him. Then we'll know. The two men stood side by side in silence for a moment as the elevator engine continued to hum. A tinny sound began as the button above the floor numbers blinked and the doors slid open.